Welcome back, survivors.
That guy who drank his own
I'm
pee doesn't
SurvivalVis,
seem so crazy
and we
right
return
now.
to the Long Dark, where just let me get a drink of water in for ourselves for tonight, and then we'll get a little bit more sleep, and hopefully bring us to morning where we can actually see what's going on here. So last episode, we went for a little bit more scrounging around the area. We visited the lakeside cabins. 3 hours should be enough. We visited the lakeside cabins, saw a few wolves, found a hatchet in one of the fishing cabins, which is amazing of a find. Okay, we can see a little bit at least, so it's not too bad. I think we will bring a little bit of stuff just to have with us as some possible food. That all can be left as is, so yeah, let's see about heading outside and what the weather is like. We also found the lake trail, and there is one spot of it that I cannot shake my curiosity of, like, what does it entail, or what is there? Yeah, we got the wolf back down at the lake there. My guess, we've also probably got the wolves at the, no, actually, you can see that, ranger station I think I was talking about. It's way up there in the hill. I can't shake the curiosity of what could be along here, though. So I want to go for a hike and possibly even climb that. It is very cold out, though, so we have to mind that. And how is our frostbite risk? Okay, good. Frostbite risk is not present. I think it's because we got the gloves on that we'll hopefully be able to avoid that from happening too soon again. But for the life of me, I need to know, where does this go and what does this go to? Because again, I've never really gone and used this back trail here. I've always gone mostly along the ice of the lake to explore and find anything, so this is going to be a little bit of an adventure. Also, do have to pick up some sticks along the way, because we have used up a fair bit of our general supplies for our fire. I do have the hatchet, so I could break down those big limbs that we've been seeing around, but do also have to keep in mind the time that takes and how much temperature that'll take off us, because, like, only a few minutes already we're going to be towards freezing again. Okay, no, it wasn't here. It was a little further. I also have to figure out where this goes, because that's another one I have no idea where that actually will pop you out at. And I don't want to run, because with the limited, stamina we have, I want to save all of our energy for climbing up, and likely climbing back down that rope. So yeah, we got out to this point, and it's... Okay, that wolf is still over there. I don't have any food on me, so it shouldn't be, like, picking us up. Yeah, this is what I am confused at. Like, what does this go to? There is the entire mountaineering rope tied to it, so... I think I'm just going to have to go up there and see. It's not a very long rope, though. There are certain ones of these ropes where, like, you will have to stop and take rests along their length somewhere. But, like, this is... Okay, that didn't take too long at all, which is nice to know. If I really do need to light a fire, I think I've got a bit of material on me. Maybe... See, I don't know if I'd have anything dangerous up here I have to mind. Because I'm not entirely sure where we even are climbing that. Is that... I think that's a cave. Okay, well, we also have rabbits around, so that... good and bad. If I take down... Well, no, see... I'm trying to think here, because, like, if I take the rabbit down, it's going to give... We have the scent of meat on us. So that could be problematic for, like, the return trip for wolves. But the meat is really needed right now, too. I guess if I didn't have the gut... Maybe I could just cook the meat on a small fire and be alright. Okay, so we have, well, speaking of fire, good firewood materials, a body. Oh, one revolver round. No revolver though, huh? Yeah, that's it for here. Oh, and a backpack. No, Polaroid. Read the text. Ranger let me in the Soul Forestry, look out near Mystery Lick, and stay long, Winter howls up there at night. Yeah, well, we know where that likely is, and that was everything for that. Okay, you know what? Let's make up a little fire here. Just to warm ourselves up a little bit, we can cook that rabbit for the bit of meat and see about exploring a little more wherever we are. I guess we're up in, like, the foothills a bit from the lake.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's my feeling exactly with that. Okay. That. Hey, if this one fails, maybe I'll just use one of the books up, since that was the point of bringing them. Easy fire starting.
Come on.
There we go.
Fire's life out here.
I'll keep the log. Yeah, we'll toss on a few sticks. I'll try to keep the firewood too for now. And you know what? Just to get something going for a little bit, might as well get some water going. Yes, that'll have 34 minutes. Probably take a little bit of time for it to start warming up. I'll see if I can quickly just get... I think I was just hopping up here. See if I can snag one rabbit and then come back down. Actually, also give me a chance to look and see what all is around here, too. Oh, that was a perfect hit. Yeah, sorry, little guy, but we need you. Maybe I'll see about tossing that fire log onto the fire in there, just keep it going for longer. I can't really craft with it, and it is, I think, the heaviest fire material I have on me, so that'll probably add a fair bit of the fire. That'll let me clean and cut up the rabbit we got. And I can see about warming up further with that, too. Yeah, we'll toss that on. Oh, that gives a lot of time. Yeah, you know what? We'll start with just the meat. That way these should boil, and I can collect them when... So that way the water isn't, like, completely gone. I'm surprised... No, water's really not really putting out that much heat, though, is that? Yeah, I'm going to add that coal on there. It's probably a waste, but I need to get that fire... There we go. Get that fire really warming up. I think... Okay, so that'll be 30 minutes. That'll be 10. We'll get the gut off, at least. Take that, take that. We'll get some more water going. Pick that up, and we'll get that rabbit cooking. Yeah, 38 minutes, so that should be... Let me get the last of the rabbit cleaned up here. So now we are at 3 total rabbit pelts. If I can get one more, then we'll have enough for the mitts. Pick that up. Place that. That'll be cooked in just a moment. There we go. Enjoy that. It's a little bit of... food. Not a lot, but again, any little bit is helping to keep us going. That'll just be a couple minutes till that's ready. Yeah, I don't see anything else in the cave here. Might as well eat that right now, too. Okay. We're as warmed up as we can get, so let's see how cold it is. It's not 3 arrows down, and it looks like the wind has died down, so that's helpful. So let's explore this area. I probably won't do too much mapping until I get really good gear, so we don't have to mind, like, how much health, or not health, sorry, how much warmth I'm losing. Because I want to keep that in check. For not, like, losing a lot of health, or losing a lot of warmth till, like, we're freezing, and then condition might be getting, really thin, too. But I am really curious as to, like, where we are. Oh. Okay, so we're in the hills right above... Oh, I don't like how fast that wolf is coming over here. My guess is he... You better not be able to scale that mountain. If you can, that's going to be really, really bad for me. But I guess that really encourages the point that I should probably get my butt moving out of here if I can. Because I don't like that I'm still hearing him. But yeah, it looks like this has basically taken us up into the hills. Okay, I think I got lucky, and that wolf can't climb up to where we are. Oh, this is right... I think this is right above that other way we saw on the lake trail. Okay, that actually works out really well, because if I can just, like, find a gradual way down to that lake trail, I don't have to try going down the rope where we know the one wolf will probably be really drawn in because of what I've got on us. Ooh, yeah, I gotta be careful. We are up a bit in elevation here, and fall damage is very much a thing in the long dark. Oh, if I wanted to, I might actually be able to climb right down there. Actually, I might have to, depending on, like, if I can ascend this little slope here or not. Because I do think maybe that trail actually leads to, like, another little cave or something. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you can kind of smudge or ease your way around certain parts of the game with, like, its slopes and such. Now, you generally want to be very careful doing stuff like that, because it doesn't take much of a drop to injure you. But yeah, this is overlooking the lake trail. So I'm kind of curious about going down into the trail from up here. It's like, I think this is actually... Okay, I'm going to try see if I can crouch and go slow, if that'll help mitigate the sprain risk on this steep area.
Freezing.
Yeah, once that indicator's gone, there we go. Okay, yeah, this is like a Dave's Quiet Clearing. Yeah, I think this is the first I've ever been to this spot. Although, truth be told, it doesn't look like it's really worth it to be here. One stick of firewood. Well, at least now I know where that rope took us up to. And it did give us a little bit of extra firewood and that free rabbit, so... not the worst of climbs. But also not the most rewarding for it either. We'll make quickly for home, head inside, and start recovering some of our warmth there if we can. It's also nice, too, that with it basically like looping around back to this spot, we shouldn't be too far from the cabin, so we'll be losing more condition with that. And then I think we'll see what we want to do. One thing I'm kind of worried about is, with that clearing as it was, I almost... well, we didn't see any bones, which I think is an indicator that might be like an area a bear could be around. We know we saw the bear out on the lake. But my worry is, bears can often have some pretty big patrol routes through the maps. So what if one goes through the clearing, down along the trail to the lake, and back and forth from there? But I think the definitive clue for you found a bear spot is you'll find bones on the ground. This kind of serves as, like, signs of, like, that was where it's been feeding and its meals have been. We'll just grab some more rose hips and head on in. Because, yeah, even for that little bit that we were out there, we lost a fair bit of condition through it. But we at least got a little something for the effort. Let's drop those. So if we can get one more rabbit, that will be ideal for making up the piece of clothing I do want. Yeah, there's one thing is still, I hope they shrink some of the item hitboxes, because, like, the only reason I can't place that right now is because it's colliding with the other pelt, but you can see there's a huge gap between the two that it should have been able to go on no problem. Okay, how am I even doing when it comes to, like, our firewood? We've got 3 and 3. Now, eventually, if I can find a carpenter's toolkit or something like that, I think I can make those into, like, furniture pieces. Yeah, I can't really make anything here with it, or... oh, hang on, no, there's... I think it's the carpenter workbench I need to make. But I think that... I'm trying to think here. How did I make that? Oh, furniture workbench. That might be it. But yeah, the woodworking tools I need for that. I need a lot of firewood too, so that'll probably be not making that too soon. I mean, I do have the means of trying to get started with it, since I do have the hatchet and can start getting firewood, but I don't think I'll worry too much about that. Maybe what I'll do is... yeah, you know what? Let's get another fire going, and I'll start stockpiling some water. Since I want to let our condition recover, I'll probably stay inside for most of today. If I can get the water going, at least. Okay, we should be able to get the fire going with it. There we go.
That did it.
Let's add in 1 piece of fur, because that'll keep going for a while. Yeah, get that going. That going. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? Let me get all that cloth back. And I'll see maybe about trying to repair some more clothing. Like, get our socks better shape if we can. There we go. That'll help a little bit. Okay, that's just till melted. That's still got over an hour, so that should be fine. That's 100. That only gives plus 0.3, so I don't know if I want to repair that. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me what it would be if it was higher condition if I did repair. I guess kind of makes sense. You wouldn't really know too early. We got a bit of food still, so that's all right. Is there anything I want to... I guess I could take the acorns and look at preparing those. I'm not sure what I can actually do with them once they're prepared, but it's at least something. I think those I might want to put up here. Alright, when it comes to recipes, here we go. Broth, cooking oil, porridge. Oh, I actually could make porridge if I go back and grab the oats from the trapper's place, but we saw there is at least one wolf out that way, so... maybe not. I'm trying to think of where the best place to go would be, because I also only have one flare still. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do. That's a little bit of a tougher call. You know what, we'll put one of those on, and then, again, just let these keep going for as long as I possibly can. Make sure I get a really good stockpile of water. Oh, speaking of, you know what? Maybe I'll even take the water out of this one cabinet. And use... that's what I can use that thing there for. And as we can stack the big water bottles inside here. 1. 2. Yeah, like, the hitboxes feel like they're a little extra large on certain items. Like, I can't place because it's too close to... There we go. We'll take that one because there's only a very little bit there. Maybe... okay, let me see. You know what? We'll research that for an hour. Because that should be enough time for that one thing to come to a boil. There we go. We'll take that. That's still going. Get that going, because I think that'll take 2 hours. And I'll toss the last thing of fir firewood on there. And we'll read the book for... how long is that going to take? Oh, that's boiled, so we'll take that. My bad. Let that go. Drop all of that as well. And we're going to basically have a full case of water right here to enjoy. But then again, water's not the pressing issue. Okay, yeah, so I think that'll be... where's the book? There it is. Yeah, research that for another hour. I'll take that. Get that going. And I think we'll just use that for the last hour. And then because of all the water purification tablets I've got, even once the fire's out...
I could eat anything right now.
I can probably just purify the water with that. So how do I do that again? I think it's use... I guess it just automatically knows I have that water. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's good. Drop that. And we'll put in 1, 2, 3. There we go. The rest I'll take on me. Actually, yeah, we'll have the MRE right now. It's actually not going to fill us all the way to full. But that does help a fair bit. We can have a drink. And Yeah, we are really weighed down. I think that's mostly because of, like, the rifle and everything else we're carrying for tools. Okay, the Storm Lantern I might actually keep here, because I don't think I'll be anywhere that's going to use that too soon. So that might free up a little bit of weight off of us. I also might as well drop the 2 fuels. Yeah, let's spin you around so we can see the labels. That's fine there. That will drop. Keep you here too. And maybe I'll see about grabbing... I think I've got more books. Yeah, I've got more. Okay, I also got more reclaimed wood, so that's good there. Oh, actually, with the hatchet, maybe I should see about stocking us up on a lot more wood, because we do have these big wheels down here that I'm certainly not going to have any use for, aside from... Yeah, we're going to do that. They're basically tucked away in this little pocket that we won't find them anyway, so... That should do us good for firewood for a long time. Well, maybe not a long time, but at least the next little bit of us being around here. Because that is how many pieces now? That brings us to 10 total, so that's really helpful. I'll sit for 4 hours and see. It's probably not a smart idea to go off outside when it's dark out. But I might have to, maybe not. Yeah, I can't see a thing. Okay, you know what? Sit for 6 hours. I don't know if that'll drain us right out of our water or not. But we might as well, I guess, go right till morning if we possibly can. Yeah, have the last of that. Might as well have that just for the bit of food and water it provides. And we'll sleep for 3 more hours, and I'm hoping that'll take us to dawn, and... Unfortunately, that does not sound good. Shoot. Okay, hang on, I can see a little bit. Okay, so if that's there... I saw the chair... Oh, made a lamp. Oh, lantern fuel. Maybe I will keep the storm lantern on us. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, just to light our way downstairs, and more than likely... I forgot to check if there's anything under that stove, but no. It does not sound too good out. Let's take an actual peek and see, though. Yeah, that's pretty bad out. I do not know what I'll be doing, because I do not see us getting much done outdoors while this is raging. Okay, let's get ourselves indoors. And think about if there's anything I can do. I guess we can try to prepare some of the rose hips. It's only going to give us 15 minutes for, like, a thing to do, but... with it being as bad as it is weather-wise out there... Come on, get you lit. There we go. Yeah, we'll set you there for now. See about getting anything else I can prepare here, too. Extinguish you, and let's see. Prepared birch bark, I can do 1 of you. That's only going to be 5 minutes for that. Oh, you know what? I can make a number of tinder plugs, though, so let's do that. That's in order. Might as well do that as well. It looks like it's starting to, daybreak's coming on more. I can see a little bit better. Granted, not by much, but, I mean, it's better than nothing. Yeah, we'll do that as well. And maybe I'll take another water bottle. Just to top ourselves off. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's all that much I can really do with what we have prepared there. So we'll just store that away. We'll keep the old man's beard dressing, because that basically will help serve as an antiseptic or bandage. And maybe I'll just try getting another hour of sleep. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll wake up and the wind will have died down. Well, it's at least brighter out, but it sounds like the wind is still going pretty strong. At least if I want to do things like break more down, I could. Yeah, I'll just put you there for now. Okay, is it still white out? Yep. I ain't going anywhere today. Just gotta figure out what else I can do around here just to kill some time. I guess there is the last bit of that book I can try reading. Might as well do that right now. It'll only take 2 hours, and that's fully done. There we go. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll keep that with me, because that can serve as another book now that I fully read that. There is that. Would be 5 hours to research that. I could break that down, but I don't think I want to do that. Oh. No, hang on. It's quiet out. Let me have a drink, and we'll take a look. Maybe the blizzard just broke. Let's see. Not quite broke, but it is letting off. So now, do I go for that last cabin or the rail? Maybe I'll actually... Oh. Ooh. But I do have... I was talking about how, like, there's that one rub on the tree. Apparently that is the case. Now... I don't know... I wonder if I can actually have him come closer. Because, like, if I can get him towards the cabin... But the question is, can I outrun a moose? I got you in one shot. Oh, okay. Fire, fire, fire.
Turned out pretty well.
Okay, biggest thing is getting all the meat I can. Because this is an amazing haul.
Something's gotta go.
I'll grab that. Okay, this is... I could not have asked for better circumstances here. That is a moose.
My life.
in a single shot. So my talk about, like... Yeah, just, you know what, I'll leave that sitting there. All the meat... I don't know if anything could get it on the porch, but I think that's actually the best thing to do, is to drop all the meat here. See if I can get a bit more off of it. Is the... Okay, yeah, I had a feeling the fire wouldn't last too long. But this is amazing to have gotten down, both in one shot and with how close this was to the cabin. I know there's a lot of gut to also get, but my big thinking is if I can get as much meat as possible.
Can't feel my feet.
This means I am so good on food for so long now, because this is all herbivore meat. There's going to be no parasite risk with it.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Okay, I'll stop inside for a moment just to get some more food and water in us, but like, holy crap, this is amazing. I could probably live for like a week without having to worry about food or water now. That's amazing to be able to say in the long dark, and like with still having so much to do in this region, that gives plenty of time for the
place to escape this cold.
The moose hide to cure. Not to mention, I haven't had any like howls or sounds of like the wolves around. And we're actually so warm. Something is weird right now, because, like, the long dark is never usually this forgiving. Usually it is so much more punishing and can really, really knock you when you're down. I've never had a circumstance of it like this, like... a feast to enjoy, basically. Let's get the last of the gut. Oh my god, this is...
Cold is making my head feel thick.
This is on Stalker. Yeah, that's on Stalker difficulty. The one shot with the rifle astounds me, because... one thing about the moose is they are very hard to take down, because unlike other animals, they don't actually, I think, have a bleed effect if they're wounded. Like, if you shoot a wolf, or a timber wolf, or even a bear or a deer, they, I think, have like a bleed over time effect that will affect them. But a moose doesn't have that. It's basically you have to drop it with just pure shots right at them. So to have this, like, as it is just amazing circumstances. Now, I do have to be careful because, again, I don't know if the meat will be safe out on the porch or not. I think if I do bring it in, it will gradually decay more over time. But I don't know if animals are actually able to, like, get that close to the door in the porch. But, like, any crafting I want to do is all basically sorted now. The only thing I need is to basically get a fire going for enough time now. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll use up a book. Just... I could not have asked for better circumstance to happen. I don't know why it's so, like, lined up like this. I don't know, it's just, like... so good luck really was stupidly in my favor for all this, but it... I don't know what to say. I've sometimes had some decent luck, like, I think there was the one series in the Long Dark we were doing, I took down a bear with the flare gun. There's a very slim, well, I don't know if it's very slim, but I know there is a slim chance you can one-shot a bear, or I think any animal with a flare gun. But to have basically the moose not only right there within easy distance of this cabin, but also to die in a single shot. Yeah, we're going to need that fire going for a while. I don't have to cook all the meat now, but it's one of those ones, if I can stockpile it, why not? And maybe I'll actually read this to help getting this along too while we go through it. There we go. Okay, let's enjoy some of our moose meat. 900 calories per piece. Yes, please. Okay, so this will take an hour, 5 minutes. I've got an hour left there. And put those on. I'm going to grab a few more pieces of meat, too. I think I could basically cook 4 more. So how many do I have right now in inventory? 1. Okay, so I can grab 3 more slabs of meat. Although one thing that I do find a little odd for the game is, like, the change of lighting from outdoors to indoors. Because, like, you have this much visibility out here, but as soon as we step inside, it's almost like it's hours past that for darkness. I'm just kind of... Yeah, there we go. Get our way up here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just... I won't toss all the wood on. We might make this episode a little long, but... Heck, we're going to celebrate with a feast. There we go. Okay, so... That will be 51 and 50. Yeah, we can keep reading. 1 more hour. Take that, take that. Cook that. Cook that. Have some water. Now, again, it's probably going to decay the meat if it's in here cooked, but for starters, well, I'll just do that. I'll probably have comments coming in letting me know how much a mistake that is sooner or later, but I actually am very welcome to them coming in like that. That's done. That's done. Okay, so I've got hour 36, so yeah, I can do these last 2 pieces. And maybe we'll take a piece and have it. Tastier than you'd expect. And we're actually so full, we have a little sliver of that left. Yeah, so let me read that last little bit of that. Or, well, 1 more hour just to wrap this up. I think we'll get in some hours of sleep. And yeah, only 29 minutes, so we wouldn't be able to cook any more. And we'll keep that on ourselves when we wake up, as well as grab another water bottle just to have. Okay, so let's say... I'll try 7 hours. Like, there is a little time scale on the top right there that you can kind of work with to know when it's approximately going to be morning, but as you can tell with how dark it is, it's hard to really know how well you're doing. But for now, we will end this episode of The Long Dark right here for today. Thank you all very much for joining me on this amazing episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.